Hi, thanks for watching. In this video, we're going to do what's called scraping for leads, and we're actually going to go out on the internet and find leads. This video is a little more technical than the other projects, and but we're moving into the internet marketing, so things will probably get more technical as we go along. So the first place we go, we want to find your IP address. So every computer on the internet has an identifying address, and we want to find out what ours is. So we're going to start. We go into Google, and you see I just copy and paste. And so it says my IP address is this, but this is not what we want. This is not in the right format. So what I did is I just went right click, open link in new tab, open link, open link, open link, and then when I open them, it should give me, this is my IP address. Yours will look different, but see, it doesn't look like this. It doesn't look like this. It looks like this. There's 4 numbers with either 2 or 3 numbers each, separated by periods. And so we opened up several websites. So you can try to go to mxtoolbox.com/what's my IP address, or this one, go to this address, but better just to search for Google and just open up a bunch of windows until it gives you your IP address similar to this in this type of format. So here I found 4 websites that had it right, and these 3 actually didn't have it the way we wanted. So once you, okay, so whoops. Okay, so once you get the IP address, you're going to copy it, Control C, and then you're going to log in. You're going to go to this site, anonymousproxies.net. Don't worry about this part. Just go into anonymousproxies.net, anonymous-proxies, just like it is up there. Go log in. Then you go to Upbeat IP authentication. You see my address here. Don't replace my address, leave it there. But now you're going to put in, well, that'll be where you put in your address. And this one over here, and then you click update IP details. So it could take anywhere from 2 minutes to 2 hours to update your details. So you'll just have to keep checking it every 10 or 15 minutes. And the way we'll check it, well, we'll get to that in a minute. So where are we on our list? Okay, so we're just going to have to wait for that site. There's nothing we can do. So anywhere from 2 minutes to 2 hours for that. What it does is it updates your IP address, and I'll explain the rest of it in a minute. So then we're going to download a program called Local Lead Bot. So you are going to wind up here, members login, and so you're going to log in, and then you're going to click download. And then you can download with the installer here. Says click the image above or click the link here. So when you download, you click on that, it's going to download it. Once you've downloaded the software, you double click on it and follow the prompts, and it will install itself. Something similar to this. And so you can download the manual here. It's probably a good idea just to keep it so you can read it, since you're going to be sitting around for the next 15 minutes or 2 hours anyway. Then you're going to, okay, so once you have that and you open the software, it'll come up like this, but what it's going to ask you for a license key. And you get the license key from this right here. And so it'll probably ask you for your email or username, which is mine. My email address is the username, I believe. And then it's going to ask you for the license key. So you'll just copy and paste this and post it in the software wherever it's asking you for the license key. And then if you have problems, just text me. I know it's kind of tricky, but it should get you down to, okay, so you've got it installed. Okay, now we're going to go to what? Okay, so I can get rid of this now. And we're going to go to, okay, we go to the software. And we're going to use, there you go, settings, proxy. And I'm going to give you a list of these things called proxies, which I'm about to explain to you. Desktop, local scraper, and I'll click on these. Okay, so see, these are all IP addresses. These are all US IP addresses, because if you try to scrape for leads from Philippines, then it's not going to work out very well. But what you're going to do is you're actually going to basically cover up your computer's address, your current IP address, and you're going to scrape using these US IP address. And what it does is it rotates through these, because if we scrape a lot, then they get mad. So it'll scrape a few with these, and it'll scrape. And so what we want to do is check these to make sure they're working. And there we go. So right now we got 9 out of 10 working, which isn't bad. And so if you get all red here, that means your it hasn't updated your IP on this page right here. So if you keep getting all red, then you just have to sit here and wait till you start getting a bunch of green ones. And then once you do that, you click save. 9 proxies saved. So it's going to run on 9 proxies. And so now we're going to scrape. And since we're here now, we're going to click use proxy. And this means we'll be using that list that we just saved. And we scraped these 2 websites called Living Social and Groupon. They're deal sites. I think you might have used to have Groupon in the Philippines, but they shut down. And then we have the keyword we're gonna be searching on, and we have this basically the city we're gonna be searching on. So where are we at in our list? Check proxies. Okay, the category list. So these are categories right here. So what it is. So first of all, we're going to run all. This is our first. First, we're going to do a search with all these keywords. So we go Control C, and then Control V, and then we're going to go to our city list somewhere. And we're going to take the first city. Actually, and then we would just work our way down the list. But actually, I'm going to pick a smaller city. And so what you do when you start with the city list is you go save as, and you will save it as a new file. And you will work off the new file because this is your master file. Because a lot of times you might accidentally cut, and then you go off and you do something else and you forget, and then you've cut out that city and you didn't replace it and you've lost it forever. So always open your master file, go File, Save As, save it out, save it as whatever you want it, and then work off the file that you've saved. So you work off the new file, and you never work off your master file, this file. So let me pick a small city. Otherwise it'll search forever. So sometimes you can set this thing and let it run for 20, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. So we put all our keywords in here. We put our location just like that. We just copy and paste. And then it's pretty easy from here. So we've got, always make sure you click use proxy, Living Social, and Groupon. Then you click generate. So what it's going to do is it's going to go through, see, it's working right now. It's crawling, it's looking for leads for us. And so for every keyword, like you'll start with the, okay, so, so this is our first keyword. Then this is our second list of keywords, then our third, then our fourth, then our fifth. Then we have all of these keywords, 6, and then it just goes line by line by line. You search on each keyword. And for each keyword, so we start off with this one, and then we search every single city for that keyword using that keyword. And we're going to go all the way to the end, well, down to Albuquerque, because these other cities are so small, you're not going to find much. And even when you get towards the bottom here, you're not going to find much. So again, we put our keywords in here, and then we put our city in here. We put New York, New York, the first one in here, and then we run a search, and then we'll save it. And then we're going to run Los Angeles and search and save it. And then we're going to do Rochester, search and save. And then once we get down to our last city, Albuquerque, so we'd have our keywords in here, Albuquerque, and then we finished our list. Then we would go back and we would take our second keywords and we'd go Control C. And then we would put our keywords in here, and then we would start off at the top again. So we would have the second set of keywords, which is braces, dental, etc. So we'd have braces, dental, all that in here. And then we would put New York in here and we'd search, and then Los Angeles, then Rochester, and then we go all down our list with the dental keywords. And so there's a lot of searching going on. So you'll just have this running in the background basically. You'll keep an eye on it, and you want to always keep it running while you're working, and we'll try to give you tasks you can work on while you're waiting for this thing to run. So you see it's already up to 490, 500, it's 648, so it's almost done. And this is a little city, Modesto. And we'll just let it run out. Let's see what I can cover while it's running. Okay, so then the city list, and then so right now we're scraping. Next, as soon as it's done here, we're going to download the list, or we can even okay, so I'll just stop it right here, but it was really close. We could have let it run out. So then it's easy. We're going to go export. So I'll just go, I'll name my file, so that was always with my, call this basically all of these keywords are for plastic surgeons, cosmetic surgeon. So I'm just going to put surgeon. And remember, our formula is always surgeon, then our city was Modesto, and then today's date, the year, the month, the day. And then I hit save. Okay, so now I'm going to go and I'm going to open up that file. So go to desktop. So what was it? Surgeon? Okay, so here's my file. Almost. There it is. So I open this file. So just as a reminder, I can take out these first columns. I want to save, delete up to description. I want to keep the URL, and then we go delete. And then I can also, save the address. Might as well save the address and phone number for now, although I don't think we'll be using them. And again, always freeze the first pane. It's much easier. You can get rid of mobile score, so you're left with website. business name. Okay, so go back to my list. Okay, so first thing I'm going to sort on email. So click here, data, sort, click header row, email, click OK. So in this case, for some reason it only came up with 2 emails. So let's say trace at here. So let's just say it gave us like 17 emails. So in this case, I'm going to go all the way down here. I'm going to delete everything that doesn't have an email, because right now we're emailing. Okay, and then next I'm going to sort on mobile. So let's just pretend that these had email addresses here. Now I want to sort on mobile friendly, so I click here, I go data, sort, header row, mobile friendly. So let me make sure. Okay, what I want to do is I want to insert another sheet just like that. I right click on this one, insert, click on worksheet, and then I've just inserted another sheet. So on the other sheet, I'm going to rename it mobile. So what we're doing is we're finding businesses Anyway, we're finding businesses that are not mobile friendly. So their site is not compatible with the mobile site. So what we'll do, we're going to leave this like it is. But you see all the way down in for no, we're going to hit Control C to copy. So I've highlighted the first line and I've highlighted everything with a no. And then I'm going to paste them in this page. Always freeze the first pane, and then that's it. And now this page is ready to go to the next task. Although one thing, what we're going to do is you're going to use your keyword and you're going to do all these searches, and then once you're done with the searches for that keyword, you're going to combine the lists and eliminate the duplicates. So whereas I just did this for one city just for example purposes, you're going to wait until you search. So you'll go through, you'll put in this keyword segment, and then you'll search that keyword one by one with each city. And then when you get to the entire list, through the entire list all the way down to Albuquerque as your last one, then you will combine, you'll save each file for each city, and then you'll come back and you'll combine all those files, and then you'll eliminate the duplicates, and then you'll start on the task I just showed you. And if that doesn't make sense, let me know. Okay, so then the next search. For the next search, pretty easy. We just go and you can also always go Control Home to go back to the top real easy. So we just searched Modesto, so we just search the next city in the list. We go back to our software, Control V, we make sure these 3 buttons are checked, and then we hit generate, and then it's going to start over. So that's it. So that's your next task, and I will be sending more. Thanks for watching.